Happy Sunday morning, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Sunday Sketch. I'm just kind of jumping in midway here. Got a project I've been working on for most of the week, and so what you're seeing is, some of that work that I'm doing another background. And I'm trying to emulate great one of the most amazing artists, Scott Wills, who you may know as being responsible for a lot of really great pieces for Samurai Jack, Star Wars Clone Wars, Symbionic Titan, that just amazing painting style that he does for backgrounds. And obviously I'm not there, but I'm trying to nail a lot of the same design points. You see, I got the yellow sky. He often did colored skies, or does colored skies, other than blue. And I've tried to use a lot brighter and like more vivid colors. Try to go lineless as much as I can, and things like that. So, without further ado, I'm just gonna keep working. I am currently painting this ball city. Excuse me. And this city is kind of a glass dome. So we're gonna try. Ooh, you know what? Let's look through my layer real quick. Yep. And that's why that's being weird. Let's just fill that back in. Anyway, so just gonna try and get a glassy kind of look to it. And I've been meaning to stream some of that Overwatch event. I know I haven't streamed Overwatch in a little while, and there's a new event out, and I usually stream the new events, but Persona 5 came out, so next week I'm hoping to do something Persona related, so be on the watch for that. Should be a lot of fun. And then, of course, the week after that will be my fan art fusion for the month. And if you have any suggestions for that, go ahead and leave it in the comments. Okay. Got kind of a city bubble look. We're just gonna remove some of this layer, so it looks like some of the city bubble is on top. Just gonna erase some of that out. Ooh, not too much. Oh, and you know what? That's what it is. We just change this to multiply, and then we get to see where our boundaries are, where the bubble stops being a bubble. And then we can go just right up to that edge. Change that back to normal. And on this layer, unfortunately I did all all the city on one layer, which is a little foolhardy of me, but I'm fine with it. Like if I have to erase the whole thing, it's like meh. I can redo it. It's not a huge ask. So here we're just blocking in just real basic building shapes. Happy Easter, by the way. Was thinking about doing something Easter related, but I'm not really sure what Easter related is, and I've been having a lot of fun with this piece, so I thought I'd just tune you guys into what I've been up to. In my spare time. So that's gonna go all the way out to there, and then we're gonna do I'm just gonna do some nice plain geometric shapes. And you know what? Let's put like a Space Needle type thing in there. Just to break up that skyline a little, huh? And there we go. And now we're gonna do a skyline underneath, and underneath though, in the upside down part of the city, we're just gonna have a bunch of like spires and stuff. Right? And then let's put some bridges between them. Kind of a Bespin kind of scenario. You know, where they got that like weather veiny looking underneath. Okay. Next color. And that'll be the dark gray. And I'm just gonna put, see, because it's from a distance, and you know how things color shift a bit when you're viewing them from greater distances. Like if I were to go out and look at Mount Rainier right now, it'd look really blue, you know? That kind of thing. So, anyway, that's the idea. Just trying to get across with these buildings. Is that they're, you know, in the background. So we got that neat weather vane pattern. We're going to go back for the third color. nice basic skyline. Fill all this in. And then we'll go ahead and put some more weather vane style stuff in here. Get it nice and decently crowded. Then we're gonna come in here, we're gonna put it on the multiply layer again, and we're just gonna do that same cleanup. Now with this, it doesn't matter if we cut into the sphere a little bit, because we're gonna put a barrier over the sphere anyway. Plus, it's, they're in a dome, so you get some of that, like reflected light and stuff in there. So it'll end up looking like that. And in fact, like the multiply layer, I might do that anyway, or at least, do something like that. It doesn't look so bad. To make it look like it's more inside the glass, So, that's worth a thought. However, unfortunately, what happened was I kind of put everything on the same layer, so like the whole city, but then also some of the glass highlights and stuff like that. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to redo this part so that just the city is on the city layer, but I wanted to move the colors over. Same situation with the kind of weather vane deals. And then towards the middle we'll have this like platform. See if I can't get a nice straight line for that. Just do that. It's not a bad idea. It's a pretty straight line. And then just like that. Should be good. It's got some buildings and some upside down, I don't know, piping or weather vanes or something. It's fine. I don't know quite what it is, and that's okay. I was messing with the eraser size. Okay. You know what, we could probably move that below that layer. And be just fine. Alright, coming back for the second color, which is going to be a gray. Just going to layer it right on top. And then the final color. We're actually going to come in at it from an angle. Right, so we get some of that, a little asymmetrical design, a little bit of depth in your layers and everything. So even though it's flat, by using the different colors and using, you know, visual tricks, you can make it look like it has a little bit of depth. Ooh. And you know what? I'm actually going to put an upper deck for this color right in here. In the little desert fringe town. Or city. It's more city-like. we zoom out, it kind of looks like there's a, city in there. Is the idea. But you're also not getting, too much detail and stuff like that. So, trying to stay pretty cartoonish. And then for the support braces, we're just going with a flat black. I'm gonna zoom this back in. And have at it. Oh, actually, this has to go on top of that layer. I think my eraser size is a little bit big. Alright. So then this is just one of the support beams that helps hold the city in place. Pretty simple, doesn't have to be anything too fancy. Sorry, I am pretty congested today. And then we're going to give another set of braces to this city. Help hold it in place. And see, this is why cutting into the ball before didn't make too much of a difference, because we just end up covering up a lot of it anyway. Once we get to this part. And then there's going to be a brace down here. Anyway, if you haven't seen the original Samurai Jack, obviously I think pretty highly of the guy's art style, from what I said before. But, they have the new one on Netflix, and so I'd say it's definitely worth checking out. Classic Jack. But after watching a few episodes on the first one, you don't necessarily need to watch the old one to be able to figure out what's going on. That being said, I am a little lost with the new show. I'm not really sure what is happening. So, anyway, that's just me. yellow from the sky and get the highlights on the dome. That's all we're doing. And then on the bottom, we're going to take the color from the sand. And it's just going to be big old reflected light there. Like that. And then we're going to do the same over here. Meow meow. Sorry, my cat. Okay. Ooh. Jeez. Alright. And there you have it. A couple of globe cities, some archways, a desert. Seems nice, right? Seems like a nice place to visit. Well, inside the domes might be anyway. Let's see. Now, the trick here that I gotta deal with is that it's been suggested for me to add some more dome cities and some more archways. I think I'll give that a try, but I'm gonna do it on its own layer so that I don't mess with the integrity of the piece. Oh yeah, I also did these like a speeder and a couple like land shark things chasing after it, so that was kind of fun too. Anyway, gonna come in and just make a new layer to add more things to this. So what I think I want to add is some more of this dark this is gonna be like some kind of bridge that broke out here. Right, so it was like headed across there and then just kind of broke halfway through. I do want to be careful not to overshadow too much. Of my original piece with this new stuff, but actually looks pretty good. And now what I have been doing to get that painty look is I pick a brighter color and then I just watercolor over the top of the thing, and then I use my eraser to kind of carve it back to the shape it was in before. So like for here, I'll take this red and just go over the top of it and, you know, blend it in the right places where I want it to be blended. Get some more shape going on. And then, yeah, take your eraser and just come back in here. And bring sorry about that. Oh, yeah. God, me with the sneezes today. I do have seasonal allergies, and so I feel like the more beautiful it is outside, the worse off I am. Kinda, and it is a nice day out. It is a nice day out for Easter. Okay. So there, we got some depth, and we got this arc headed toward this one. It looks like it broke down halfway, you know, kind of gave up. We could probably put another Bubble City here too. Maybe. That might get a little too busy. That was one of the suggestions that I got, was to put more, possibly more Bubble Cities. So, thinking about where to put them without losing that sense of it being a large empty space. You know what I think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make another one of these. And just kind of put an arch back here. That actually almost works. I think it might be in the wrong color. For the depth that it's on, because I made the far back stuff blue here and up here a little bit. So maybe instead of a blue we try a light or like a bright orange color. See how that looks against the sand. Could be worse. Make it a little more red. Have it stand out just a little more. No, that's too much. More yellow. Not too yellow because we don't want it to match the sky. Yeah, that's good. I'll take it. And then what if we were to, you know what, I don't like that archway all that much. Let's do something different. I'm thinking we take this guy here, right? And we have like that burrows into the sand, right? And so then this will like spear up here. And this one will be here to kind of show how versatile these future dome buildings can be, I guess. And just harpoon this broken mountainside dealy. We'll put another harpoon in here. Well, I should probably block out where the city's gonna be first, now that I think about it. There we go. can put one going directly there. Right? We need to put more of a curve in there. Oops. Right, this is all in one layer. That's probably a mistake. Well, anyway, you get the idea. I kind of like the placement there, so I'm going to go with it. And I do like this part, so I'm going to go ahead and merge it into my scene. There we go. Gonna go to the sphere layer. There we go. And we're gonna put one in right here. I want to make sure that my sphere here is bigger than the one in the background there, but not by too much. Okay, now black is on this layer. I'm gonna go ahead and remove that for a second so we can get the lines in here. So we're gonna have a harpoon thingy attached there and there. Alright. put it in a cradle. With different sections, and then I gotta make sure that we get a nice like brace looking deal in between here. Right? And then this is gonna have part of the drill poking out the top. There we go. What are you doing, cat? Ugh. Were you working on that? Let me just sit right here. Yeah, okay, cool. Cats, right? Anyway. So now that we've got the braces established on everything, I'm gonna throw the city into the sphere, which is on, I want to say this layer? Nope, that's one of the sand sharks. This layer is the light, which I can definitely do. There we go, because it's closer. It's closer to the ground. And then this layer has the cities on it. This is just going to be a basic skyline. I'm not going to go too crazy with it, because I got to go back in and clean up some of the other lines. Anyway. especially on the this whole new dome needs cleaned up really. Don't know why I have that song stuck in my head right now. Alright. So we got that kind of citied out. Come back here. Clean up this sphere a little bit. So it's much smoother. Just kind of polish it, really. Nope, that's too much. There we go. That's better. And then want to come back up to this black part. It's really been kind of a challenge to, use as few actual lines as possible. Like, I did do some basic sketching for the base of this thing, right? But the rest of it is all just blocking in chunks. And I think more than anything else, that has been the greatest challenge in trying to emulate this guy's art style. Again, that's Will Scott. I don't know if you're familiar with him, but for those of you just joining, I'm trying to go for that kind of Samurai Jack look. Trying to make something that would look like it could fit in an episode of Samurai Jack. Maybe not up to the quality standards that, because again, Will Scott is amazing. But something that wouldn't look too out of place in an episode of Samurai Jack. How's that? And I think for that part, I think I'm getting close. I think I'm getting real close. like it. I think this bubble needs another. Yeah. That's much more secure looking, don't you think? Alright. Of course, that also means I think I should probably put a small brace across here as well. Just to, keep it from looking like it's gonna fall out. Because that's the last thing you want. Your round colony dome things falling out of the side of the mountain and rolling down the hill like some kind of giant monkey ball disaster, which would be hilarious to watch, but the aftermath would be terrible. So we put them braces up. Oh my goodness. And the sniffles today. I should just throw on some music for you guys. It's been a while and I don't really have a ton to talk about since I'm all congested. Let's see how we're doing for time. I like it. Um, let's see. I have been running for about an hour, so I think we'll go ahead and call it here. I'm gonna do some more stuff to the background, add a few more painty like looking details. See if I can get a little bit of the airbrush going on in the back, just to make the sand look more like sand and less like like paint. Um, we'll see how that goes, and I will catch you all next time. Hoping to do some Persona stuff. If you want to see something, we got 2 weeks left for this month's Fan Art Fusion. So if you want to see something, me drawing in a different style, making some characters, do some weird stuff, um, leave a comment, and we'll see if we can get something interesting for that. Um, as always, thanks for watching so much. I hope you have a happy Easter, and I will catch you all next time.